Hello guys, it's Glenn from Sydney CBD Repair Center, and today we're gonna talk about 5 screen problems that we encounter and fix in the shop. So these are problems that pertains to the screen, display, and LCD of a smartphone, and only specific to Sydney CBD Repair Center shop. Other shops can have different problems, can have different sets of problems that they encounter daily. They may not offer screen replacement at all. So the list was provided by our master smartphone technician, and these issues can happen to any smartphone, iPhones, Androids, tablets, any device with a wide display can have these issues. So let's get into it. The first problem that we encounter in the shop on displays are cracks. Yes, these are noticeable or subtle cracks on the front of a device, and this is the most common. Reason for these is 1. The phone was dropped. When you take it out of the pocket, when you're making a call and drop it to the ground, especially concrete or hard surfaces, you can crack it. If you stash it inside your pocket and in a bag, when you sit on it, or when you throw your bag around when you travel, it might hit your smartphone, or something might hit your smartphone and damage the display. Or the least plausible scenario is when something was dropped on the phone, something heavy. When your phone is on a flat surface and maybe you're carrying something heavy and you dropped it on the smartphone, it can crack the display. So the solution for this is screen replacement. Sometimes you won't need screen replacement if it's just a mild crack, but if it's a bad crack, you definitely need a screen replacement. So let's define what a bad crack is. If a certain part of the screen are missing, like literally some of it has fallen off and showing some internal components, you need screen replacement. If the touch functionality is not working, you need screen replacement. If parts of the UI, if you can't see other icons, if it's not displayed already, or the UI was shifted to another part of the display, you need screen replacement. So that's the gist of it. Cracks is the most common. Next problem are the dead pixels. These are portions of display with non-functioning pixels. So the display is made up of thousands, millions of pixels. Some of them can't work. So these problematic regions can also grow in size depending on the model. So when you see something like a black spot on the side of it, or on certain parts of the screen, those are dead pixels. Those are not really problematic, but when they grow in size and consume like a terrible portion of the screen, you need a screen replacement. The reason for this is, maybe the screen is old, or if it's a new device, maybe the screen is a factory defective, or if you have replaced the screen before, it can be a faulty replacement screen. Another scenario is the screen was pushed too hard. You stash it inside your bag and sharp item poked it and it killed the pixel. So the solution for this is still screen replacement. If you're okay with the dead pixels, if it's really minor, you can just ignore it. Really, it's not that bad compared to a cracked display. Next is screen problems pertains to ghost touch. Ghost touch, as the name suggests, are unpredictable activities that is happening in the specific region of a screen. These are paranormal type of scenarios, and these regions can sometimes be unresponsive to the touch, but sometimes they can have random taps or swipes that they apply to the UI that you don't do. So it's just acting it on its own. The reason for this is that maybe it's caused by dropping your smartphone. Maybe you felt lucky that there's no cracks in the display, but some ghosting might happen when some parts of the connector of the display is lodged off of the connector, or from the motherboard, or if you have replaced the screen, it can be a faulty replacement display. So the solution for this, if you can't really stand it, if it's impeding your utilization of your smartphone, is also screen replacement immediately. Number 4 screen problem for screens is no backlight. This is a tricky one because your phone is turning on. You can hear the notifications if you've turned on the sounds for notifications, or you can feel it vibrate when it receives a notification, but you cannot see a thing on the screen. Sometimes it's partial, or sometimes it's a total absence of display. Mind you that the LCD is good. The only problematic part of your display is the backlight. It's showing you some stuff, but there's no light for you to see it, and it can be caused by dropping the phone, so still no cracks, but the display connector inside the device might be loosened from the impact. And also, if you've replaced the display already, it can be a faulty replacement display. If it's a new one, it can be a factory problem of the new display. So some of these things can be plausible. And the solution for this is also screen replacement for complete or no backlight, and just replace it immediately, because some smartphone display assemblies can't be replaced with a new backlight. It should be a new assembly. Number 5 screen problem is the color or brightness issue. So this is a condition when your display is displaying a washed out color or different tints of color than usual. Maybe you're seeing it greener or bluer or red, or if your display is too dim to be used outdoors, if it's not really cranking up the brightness value even if you control it in the settings. So that's a color or brightness issues. It can be a faulty screen from the factory, or if you replaced the screen before, a faulty replacement display, or it can also be a water damage or a drop that affected the backlight component of your screen, or when you tax the screen too much, when your phone is always overheating, it can also damage the front display. But it's a rare case, it's a rare case. And the solution for this is still the same: screen replacement. You have to replace the screen immediately, since it can hamper your ability to see accurate colors on your smartphone, or you can't use it outdoors. So those are the 5 screen problems that we encounter and fix in the shop, guys. And number 1, it's cracks. 2, dead pixels. 3, ghost touch. 4, no backlight. And 5, color and brightness issues. So if you have these problems in your smartphone, now you know how to diagnose them, how to identify them. And for all these issues, the quick and permanent solution is to just replace the screen. There's no way we can replace just the backlight for some of these devices. We can't refurbish your already cracked display, fortunately, and it is cheaper to actually change the screen than to refurbish your existing screen. So if you have a broken smartphone with some of these screen problems, take it to Sydney CBD Repair Center. That is our main service in the shop. Just visit us or call us if we have available parts for your specific model of your smartphone. So we can give you a heads up if we have it or not. Or if you're outside of Sydney, you can send in your smartphone and we can fix it for you and mail it back. That is a good way for you to have a screen replacement without traveling from far away to Sydney. So if you like this video, guys, if it has been helpful, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook. Until next time, guys, cheers!